All right. I'm sorry, everyone. I lost a few people. I had a reboot. I lost the signal. I knew that would happen. I tried to show the outside. You know, sorry about that, but I'm picking it up. Hopefully they'll come back. I don't know if they will, but just I kind of lost it and it wouldn't reconnect. So I'm reconnecting now. Just to recap everything, it's around 10:30. 10:40, I should say, in Manila, BGC, just east of Ninoy Aquino Airport, about 10 kilometers. We are getting volcanic ash that is falling from the volcanic eruption south of Manila. People are beginning to become concerned. They're going out buying supplies. They've run out of masks, surgical masks so far. You can smell the rotten egg or sulfur egg smell in the air that's coming from the volcano, the sulfur dioxide. You can smell it. You can smell it. It's actually dropping down. It's actually there, and you can smell it. It's palpable. And like I said, if you put your finger out there, you can see the black volcanic ash that has been falling for the last couple of hours in Manila. So, we're just kind of sitting here, and the airport, like I said, is closed. The situation is not bad, but hopefully the volcanic ash will not pick up, and hopefully the volcano will stop, south. Otherwise, this could really be a disaster for the city of Manila rush hour tomorrow. The famous Manila traffic, it'll just be unbelievably bad. So schools, I don't know what schools are planning right now for tomorrow. I bet they're just waiting to see what's going to happen. But I know that there's a level 4 alert south of Manila, and I guess they're just trying to see how bad the dust and the volcanic ash. Like I said, the ash is here. The ash is in Manila, and it could be a real hazard traveling tomorrow. Like I said, the planes are being suspended. The travelers in Manila are grounded. So I can imagine what is going to be happening tomorrow morning in Manila when people have to get up and they have to travel. It could be clogging engines. It could be affecting visibility. It could be a real big problem. Right now in BGC, if I go a little lower here, this is the BGC complex, Acacia complex in BGC. It's very, very quiet. There is no wind at all right now in BGC. It's just really bad. And good thing that the weather is kind of cooperating with us and not really hurting us too badly, because if the wind was blowing further to the north, we would be getting a lot more ash than we are right now. As I said, the ash is really not that bad, but for people that have allergies, asthma, or even emphysema, right, or the elderly, they may want to think about staying inside if possible. Like I said earlier, a lot of around here in Acacia, the surgical masks have all been sold out, and I'm wondering if I'm sure in the other areas in Manila, people have also sold out of those masks. If you can get if you have it, or you can get your hands on those masks, I would really, really, do so. I know people further south of Manila might be getting the ash worse. I was on the air earlier. If anybody here in the audience, is further south or in Manila, and you'd like to give us a report about how bad the ash is by you, please say something in the comment section. We'd like to know. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we're very new. Please do that. I moved here with my Filipino wife and my son. And so we're just starting this channel. We just arrived a month ago. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I think we have, we started a pretty good channel, and, and we're going to get better as time goes on. But like right now, a lot of foreigners and a lot of people are a little concerned with this volcanic eruption south of Manila, which is really, the heart of Manila, the capital region. People are concerned, especially if they're a foreigner like me that haven't been through any of this. My wife says the last time this happened was maybe like 20 years ago. Um, and we are in the Ring of Fire, the so-called famous Ring of Fire of Asia, with a lot of volcanic activity and earthquake activity. So we are seeing that. And I know we saw earthquakes in Davao, and God bless them. We hope they're okay. Later, in December, but I think there was a recent earthquake, and now we're seeing the activity move further north into Luzon. So, hopefully this volcanic activity, will be very short-lived and no one will really be affected. For those people, I know they've already evacuated everyone around the volcano south of Manila. And the volcanic island where this volcano sits on has been evacuated. But I know they are getting a lot of dust. Hi there. Hi there, Hallman. So, if, like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you are in Metro Manila and or south, closer to the volcano, and you would like to tell us something about, what's going on near you, please put it in the comment section below. Like I said, we're going to find out tomorrow how Manila's going to be doing in the provinces south. I know that they probably already, I'm assuming they're going to be canceling some classes somewhere, but I think they're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. But especially south of here, I'm wondering, what's going to happen in the morning, what kind of commute people are going to have, and what the traffic is going to be like, and how bad the ash is already. Excuse me. So, like, I know south of, when I grew up when I was working in Hawaii, for instance, the ash can get really, really bad, and it can affect your breathing. It can affect your car, and it really dirties your house up, which is, of course, the least concern. But, this volcanic ash is nasty, nasty stuff. And not only that, but the gas that comes with it, the sulfur gas and things like that. So if you're out there, and you're further south of Manila, or if you're going to be in Manila and the gas is going to get worse, take it easy, especially in the very humid climate. Hi, Nathaniel. We are in, for an update for people that just tuned in, we are in Acacia Estates, which is 10 kilometers from Nino Aquino Airport. We are 10 kilometers from Nino Aquino Airport, and the airport has been shut down for fears of the volcanic ash damaging the planes or diminishing visibility. So we are 10 miles from that. The ash is falling down. It is coming down. It is building up. Not very fast. You can see a little bit there. It is falling. It will accumulate, but right now, thank God, it is not very thick, but it is coming down. People are walking around in the complex and around here with umbrellas. They are also getting surgical masks. So like I said, if you can get your hands on a surgical mask in Luzon, I would do so. They're being sold out in the supermarkets right now. So if you have to walk around or go to school or go someplace tomorrow, I would really try to dig up a surgical mask. If not, like I was saying before, I had to quit my other live stream because I lost connection. In the U.S., we have something called a bandana, where you just get like a piece of cloth and you fold it and you put it over your face and tie it in the back. I don't know what the Filipino word for that would be, but we call it a bandana. And you just would wet it a little bit to keep out, all the stuff that's bothering you. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're just new. Like I said, I've been married to my wife for 12 years. She's a Filipina, and we have a son. So if you'd like to see us in other episodes, please subscribe and check us out and tell your friends. Right now, we're just sitting and waiting. My son has kind of, I have allergies and he has allergies. So hopefully this, won't be that big of a deal. I don't think it will be. But like I said, if you're closer to the volcano, be careful down there. The toxic gas and the dust can really, really affect you. And, take it easy and make sure you do cover your face and nose if you're going to be going outside, and take it easy when you're commuting because it can affect your breathing. especially in this very, very hot climate. And I know most of you are used to it, but it can, when you have something new, it could really, really affect you. So hopefully, it won't get any worse. And, things will clear up by tomorrow. But I know that the Department of Volcanology in the Philippines has raised the alert level up to 4, which means that an eruption is imminent, that something is going to take place. Now, exactly what is going to happen, excuse me, no one really knows for sure what exactly is going to happen. No one can tell you. Only God knows what's going to happen. But luckily, we still have time to prepare, even if you're up in Manila. And like I said, people are going to the grocery stores up here. They're kind of filling up their refrigerators and cabinets with different kinds of stuff. And hopefully, they can get all the products they need. But I don't, hopefully things will not, like I said, get worse. When I lived in Hawaii and we had, Kailua volcano erupted, it was pretty bad. No one got hurt, but the fumes from the volcano went on for years. So, let's just say a prayer that this thing stops. Otherwise, it could be a real, kind of ongoing situation with the toxic gas and clouds that come out. Like I said, right now, as you can see, in Acacia, around 13 kilometers from Nino Aquino Airport, like I said, the ash is building up ever so slightly, but it is not to the point where, it's really going strong. But over time, if it doesn't stop, it's going to cause some problems tomorrow, health-wise and also mechanically for everything that's going on out there. So let's just say a prayer that everything kind of settles down and nothing really bad happens, especially for the new year. And we send our prayers out to everyone south of Manila, who certainly is getting this a lot worse. And there's a lot of people that actually had to evacuate in 4 or 5 towns. Now I'm feeling out here, and I can feel my lungs are tightening a little bit. It's not like a big deal, but this is not the normal air we have out here at Acacia Estates in BGC. Usually it's pretty fresh air. I can feel my lungs tightening just a little bit. So I know there is something out there. I can feel it. I can smell it and I can feel it. This is not normal air, even for Manila, and especially in BGC, the air is usually pretty good here. But I can feel my lungs tightening up a little bit. So like I said, if you have asthma or if you have anything of that nature, be careful out there, and take showers and get your medicines ready, because you want to make sure you don't have an attack or anything like that. But I can feel something ever so slightly. I've been out here for around 23, 24 minutes. So for those people that are going out tomorrow and they're going to be commuting in Manila, or those people south are going to be walking around, there is going to, B Gaming TV. BGC is it's another name for a big city in Manila. It's the global capital city. It's one of the up and coming cities in Manila. It's right outside Makati. It's a very kind of really nice place to live in the Philippines. It's around 13 kilometers from the airport. They've really built a lot of big buildings lately and a lot of big stuff there. And so they used to call this area the fort because it was a military area. So BGC is the global city, or they call it the fort for short because of its prior history. But right now it's kind of like a hip, kind of nice place to live in the Philippines. They have not a lot of nice clothes here, and it's a really nice place to live. Okay, thank you, B Gaming. I appreciate it. I thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll be having some great videos. You can check out the ones we have. I have a few more coming up tomorrow. I'm a little under the weather. I got the flu here, and now we got this eruption. We just moved here a month ago, so we've been having some eruptions here in the Philippines. Not eruptions, I should say earthquakes. We've had some earthquakes going down. Yeah, Midgardson. My location is in Manila, which is 13 miles from the international airport. So the main airport in Manila, I'm 13 miles, I should say kilometers away from the main airport. So we're in a really nice area in Manila, which is really close to the airport. If you've ever heard of Makati or those areas. So we're right in Manila, but right by the airport. That's our location in Manila, Philippines. We are around 70 kilometers from where the eruption is taking place. So it's around 50 miles from here to the south where the eruption is taking place in the Philippines. Right now, like I said, we're getting, if you kind of pick up your finger over here, we're getting very fine ash coming down. People are walking around. I got to stand up. We got some, people walking around with umbrellas, with surgical masks on. So the ash is coming down. It's very fine ash. The wind is non-existent. Yeah. As soon as I came out of here, I could smell the sulfur, the sulfur dioxide. I could smell the rotten egg smell. Now, like I said, I lived in Hawaii for a long time, pretty near. Oh, thank you, B Gaming TV. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're going to try to get some videos up tomorrow too, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, the smell is not strong, but it's there. And like I said, for the people that were here earlier, I can feel something. It's not like it's desperate, but I can feel something in my lungs right now. I can feel that it's not a normal kind of thing. It's not dangerous or anything, but I can feel there's something in the air. You can smell it, and of course, it's going to affect your throat. Thank you, Midgardson. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can definitely feel it. Tolkien. So I can feel it in my throat, and you can feel that it's there. I just hope that the eruption stops, because like I said, when I lived in Hawaii near the volcano, and that was hundreds of miles away, the wind would take all the ash and take all the gas, and you could smell it. You could really, really smell it. And so I just hope that, for everyone in the Philippines, in this area, in the capital region and south of the capital region in Luzon, that this eruption ends as quickly as it does. Yeah, Midgardson. Yeah, it's if you can afford, to have your AC on, now would be the time to use it and put it on, especially tonight. Also, make sure that you clean your AC unit out. Yeah, hi, Halman. I'm in Manila. I'm about 10 miles from the airport in BGC. Yeah, but remember, you got to clean your AC unit, because make sure that the filter in the inside, you clean it out, and you clean the outside real quick before you go to bed. And when you wake up, make sure you take a look at it, because if the ash comes down any stronger than it is right now, it's going to begin to clog things up. It's going to affect anything, especially if you have a car. Make sure you clean your air filters today or in a couple of days, and just take it easy. Especially like I said, if you have asthma or something like that, or even if you don't. Oh, thank you, Hyman. Thank you. Yeah, it'll be okay. I mean, I don't. If it doesn't get any worse, and hopefully it won't. You just gotta take it easy. Like I said, I lived in Hawaii with this with the ash. I just hope there aren't any big eruptions that really affect people south. And of course, we're only about 60, 70 miles from the eruption. Now, I don't know of any tradition of an eruption really affecting Manila, but I think it'll be all right. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. But thank you for your concern. But I think we're okay. I think the people south of here, closer to the volcano, those are the people. But I mean, I'd like to be another, like at least 100 miles away. But I mean, we have some distance. The people that are close, further south of here, have a bigger problem going on than we do right now. So hopefully, we can say our prayer for them, and they're careful and nothing happens to them. The Philippines, like I said, has had a lot of activity lately with earthquakes, and some people lost everything. And it's a very poor country, and people have lost everything further south in Davao, Mindanao area. But the Philippines doesn't really need another disaster. Let's put it that way. It has its fair share. So God willing, nothing will happen. We'll have to pray for that. But it'll be. I mean, if everyone takes precautions and takes care of one another, it'll be okay. I think this will pass. Hopefully, that it won't be that big of a deal. But I'm out here just to meet everybody and to give a report out here from near the airport. Yeah, I know. So let's just pray nothing happens and nothing really worse happens. I know that I know they've been watching this volcano for a little bit, and they're watching a few other, they've been keeping their eye on this volcano for a while. So hopefully nothing bad will happen. That kind of history will be kind to us here. But I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be all right. I think it will settle down. But like I said, for those of you in the Philippines and those outside, there's been a lot of activity lately, with earthquakes, and usually get eruptions with earthquakes. So hopefully this won't, be that big of a deal. I know a lot of people down south in Mindanao and those areas got hit very hard with the earthquakes. And I know the one condo complex collapsed. I know the one town, I forget the name of it, a lot of houses got collapsed. So God bless them, and hope everything will be okay. And hopefully Manila and Luzon will be spared. What's happening here. I mean, anything really nasty. But like I said, just take it easy. Don't be a hero in the sense like, don't go out there and, running around and doing things if the ash is falling, because it will affect you, especially in this heat. It'll have a bigger effect, and especially if you have older relatives. I'm 50. I'm not that old, but I'm not that young either anymore. So you have to watch yourself. But if you have older people around you, just make sure that they're going to keep an eye on them, and make sure they're not doing things like doing a lot of chores or activity with everything falling down, because it could make you dizzy with all the gas and the sulfur dioxide and everything, especially for older people, but even younger people, the gas and the fumes could bother you. So it's best just to sit back, drink water, take it easy, and hopefully this eruption will subside, maybe in a day or two, and nothing will really come of it, and nothing will happen. So thank God you did get home. Very good, Hyman. Yeah, I mean, it will affect you. I mean, if you're further south, the sulfur will bother you. And there's other kinds of toxic stuff that come out of these volcanoes that are pretty nasty things. So, just take it easy is the most important thing. Taking a shower is a good thing too. Like, so after I do this live cast, I'm going to, not just because I'm outside, but it'll clear your lungs out. Well, number one, what will happen is two things. You're not just inhaling the ash, you're also inhaling the toxic gas. So, you having sulfur dioxide, and all kinds of stuff that come out of the volcano. It's poison gas, is what it basically is. It's kind of like if you're breathing in fumes from a car. It's the same thing, okay? Not the same thing, but like it, okay? So if you're breathing in this gas, and then you're also, ash is coming too. Ash is going to clog your lungs and clog your airways and clog your nose. But it's to me, it's mainly the poison gas that's going to make you dizzy, not so much the ash, unless the ash is actually like in your nose or your mouth or something. That's pretty severe. It's mainly going to be the gas, and it's also going to be the way which way the wind is blowing. That's why I hope this thing settles, because I mean, depending on which way the wind blows, it can really have a bad effect on towns. So, like for instance, the wind can just blow everything at different. Oh, you're welcome, not a problem. But like I said, the wind can affect the town depending on where it is. But like in Hawaii, excuse me, I'm going up and down. I don't have a chair out here. When we were in Hawaii living, there were people that lived next to the volcano that were getting a lot of medical problems from breathing in the dust and breathing in the gas over many years, over a couple of years. They were getting a lot of problems. So, I'm hoping this thing stops, and then it'll be, but in any event, you'd wear a surgical mask or something like that. Yeah, in my opinion, it's going to be the gas. And then you see what happens is the gas is taken in by your lungs, and then the chemical will go through your blood and go to your brain and go to different parts of your body and affect you. It's like the gas itself is poisonous. And so when you breathe that in, that goes into your blood, into your bloodstream, and that poison is carried to different parts of your body. Now, we're breathing in poisonous stuff all the time. When you breathe in smog, when you breathe in, gas, things from the car, or when you're going, whatever, environmental problems. But usually we're big enough that it's okay. It's only going to be like the small, infants, babies. And I didn't mention that young people, between the ages of, newborn, maybe up until, 10 or something can be affected. But especially babies and infants, because they're so small, will be affected by the gas much more than larger people that have bigger lung capacity. So, you want to be careful if you have any young children or especially babies around. You want to keep them sheltered in some place, and the elderly as well. But like I said, I mean, if this continues for a long period of time, you're going to, and hopefully, God willing, it doesn't, but it will affect people over time. But like right now, it's mainly the gas, but you're going to see the ash cause problems too, because, you're breathing that in too. It'll clog your lungs up and affect you as well. But I mean, we're very early into this. So hopefully, it'll stop, God willing. We'll pray for that. And and we won't have to worry about this, and it won't bother anyone in the coming days or weeks or months, and even make the air quality of Manila even worse, or even affect people south in the provinces. So we're just thankful so far that things have not really gotten worse very quickly, but we're hoping that things will diminish rapidly as well. And we can forget all about these problems and everything that's going on, and to let the new year really start off to a great new year that we really don't have to worry about. But we just never can tell. You can just say your prayers and be cautious. Yeah, so what happens, Heilman, is that if you have AC, the AC is really not a filter, okay? The AC just makes the air cold. Now, there is a small filter on the AC. Usually they're removable filters in the front, but they really can't take out, everything. They're not, the ACs are not really filtering machines. They're really cold air machines, okay? So you want to be careful. Like right now, I don't think the ash is really going to affect it that much. but you do want to open it up and clean your filter, every day until maybe this ash thing is over with. You don't want to clog your machine up. It could happen. I mean, will it happen? I would say probably not. In Hawaii, I never had it happen, but you keep an eye on it because you don't want it to destroy your machine. So you just open up the front, if you know where your air filter is in the front of the machine by the control buttons. It's usually a removable filter that you can wash out or replace. And you just want to keep an eye on that and take a look at it maybe every couple of days, unless the ash gets a lot worse. Then you want to take a look at it a little bit more often. But everything should be okay. I mean, it shouldn't really affect it that much. But if the intensity of the ash gets worse, then the ash is what's really going to destroy the unit, not the gas, but the ash is it could affect the filter, in the machine and clog it up. And when you clog up the filter in an AC unit, it can overheat the unit if it's really clogged up badly, and you won't get as good cold air coming through either. So, you just want to kind of take a look at that stuff from time to time. And you also, like if you have a car, you want to make sure your air filter is clean in your car. I would say that the air filter in your car could be affected more than your AC because you're traveling in the streets and the ash is going to come in. It's going to be taken in by the engine through the air filter. So I would really, really keep an eye on the air filter of your cars and make sure that they're cleaned out or replace them. That could really gum up your engine really badly. So that's what I would do. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. It's been a blast. It's been great meeting you. My throat is kind of bothering me a little bit. So I don't know if you can hear, but I'm losing my voice because of what's going on out here. So I'm gonna take a small break, and I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna take a nap and go to bed. But it's been so great meeting you all, and I really appreciate you tuning in for this live cast. Please subscribe and please take a look at the other videos. Please tell me what you like or don't like about the videos, what you like to see in the channel. Tell me everything. It doesn't really bother me. I don't get offended that easily. I do videos with my family here, so I hope you enjoy them and be well and God bless. And I hope everything you're going to get through this okay. And let's pray to God that we all do. And thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you next time, tomorrow. I don't know what time, but maybe 8 o'clock Filipino time. I'll be doing another live cast. And I will see you guys. Yeah, Mount Pinatubo. Oh, no. I am so sorry about that, B Gaming TV. Yeah, I heard about that. That's bad. So let's just pray that none of that happens and we can get through this okay. All right? So, guys, I'll see you next time. I'm going to go take a break. I'm sorry I can't stay longer. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate meeting each and every one of you. Mid Garson, Heilman, BJ Gaming TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and everyone else who is there but didn't go into the live chat. Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye now. Take care.